Hello, everybody. Welcome back to What's Top Sports. I'm here with Carson and Elijah. First, we're going to start off with our county roundup. Elijah, you want to lead us off here?
I'm Carson. Hi. The New Palestine girls golf team posted another strong day Thursday, beating Cathedral 173 to 195 at the links. The New Palestine girls volleyball team took command from the start Thursday, sweeping Greenfield Central 25 to 13, 25 to 17, and 25 to 11. The New Palestine boys tennis team won 3 straight set matches to beat Shelbyville 3-2 Thursday at home. And the girls soccer team took command with a 5-goal second half Thursday and a 7-0 victory at Yorktown. Elijah, would you like to go to Eastern?
For Eastern,
Hello.
cross country goes to Union City Invitational tomorrow. Football plays Centerville tonight at 7 p.m. Girls volleyball plays tomorrow at the Spartan Invitational.
Okay, thank you. For Mount Vernon, boys soccer won 7-1 last night over Yorktown. Boys tennis won 4-1 over Yorktown as well. And girls soccer won 9-0 over Newcastle. Their football team plays GC tonight at 7. Let's get a win. And cross country goes against Marion tomorrow at 9 a.m.
All right, last we have Greenfield. The Greenfield Central boys tennis team secured a strong 4-1 victory over Triton Central on Wednesday evening. The Cougars jumped out with an early 2-0 lead in a dominant performance from number 2 singles Alex Michalik, who won 6-2 and 6-0. Then the number 2 doubles team, Ethan Owan and Riley Grant, who cruised to 6-0 and 6-2 victory. On to volleyball, the Cougars came out strong, leading 11-9 early in the first set, prompting New Pal to use the timeout. Unfortunately, GC couldn't hold on to the momentum, and unforced errors allowed New Pal to take the first set 25-13. GC got down early in the second set, letting New Pal take the lead 8-1. With Savannah Rail at the serving line, the Cougars made a push and tied the game 12-12. New Pal had another serving run that pushed them over the edge in set 2, giving them the set 25-17. Varsity volleyball faced a strong opponent, but they showed resilience and promise for upcoming matches. Volleyball is now 5-5 on the season. So GC, as we heard from Carson, takes on Mount Vernon tonight, so hopefully we can get that win there.
Mm-hmm.
Girls volleyball is headed to K-Center's Classic tomorrow. Boys tennis has a meet at home, and finally the cross-country team is heading to Columbus North for the Columbus North Classic tomorrow. Carson, you want to take it next
Moving
one?
on, we're going to go ahead. You guys want to talk about kind of what's been going on at the NFL and with college football and everything? I know the Cowboys and the Eagles played last night, with the Eagles coming out on top 24-20.
Yeah.
I know you're a Cowboys fan. Do you have any words on that?
I think Miles Sanders could have kept control of that ball, and I think CeeDee Lamb had a few, not just one, but a few missed catches in the clutch that could have changed the outcome of the game drastically.
Yeah, especially I know Dak Prescott had a great game last night. You know, he was on target, but CeeDee Lamb can't catch the ball to two. It's two people that have to contribute to that. So
yeah, as always, you can't. You throw a good ball, but can't get yards if the receiver doesn't catch it.
Yeah,
so
of course.
It doesn't matter. So I've been seeing a lot of things about how apparently the Cowboys were the better team last night. They
definitely.
You think so?
had a couple unfortunate. Well, he's got bias.
He definitely thinks so. He's like the best team in the league, apparently, according to him.
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Of course, against defending champions, though, I mean, not a bad game. It was
not
close.
a bad game. They didn't play a bad game. I think if CeeDee Lamb were to have caught those, a couple good throws, then they could have ended up winning that for sure.
Yeah.
But he didn't, and they lost. So
even with the loss, I feel like it's not an awful start to the season. Like if I was the Cowboy fans right now, like Elijah here,
there's worse ways to lose.
Exactly.
There's definitely worse ways to lose.
Could have been like absolutely blowout, but
Like it was last year.
also,
I was kind of expecting it to be.
Both times.
do we know what happened at the beginning of the game? Like, what was that drama? Like, what was that for?
There was no reason for that. Jalen Carter just did that. Jalen Carter said Dak spat at him, but I don't believe that because Dak's a stand-up dude. I don't think he would do something like that.
He's just a great guy, but
He really is.
no, I'm not really sure what that was all about. I remember I hadn't had the game on yet because I was talking to my dad, but he yelled at the TV at something, and I was like, what? And he was like, a player just spat on Dak Prescott, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. It's crazy that within the first probably 5 minutes, maybe not even 5 minutes,
It was
that
like
a
the
player
first minute and play wasn't over yet.
Yeah.
player gets ejected in the season opener.
Yeah, no,
He's
that's
going to hear it from Coach.
ridiculous. So now moving on from that game tonight, we got Chiefs versus Chargers at 8. Who do we think is going to take that one?
I think the Chiefs are definitely going to take that one. That's not much of a debate.
I have to go with the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I mean,
can agree
I
with
don't
you.
like the Chiefs.
I don't
I've
think
never
many
much
people
liked the
do.
Chiefs. I like the Chargers. I just like Justin Herbert. I think he's cool.
Justin
Mhm.
Herbert's a good quarterback.
He's pretty good.
He's
He's pretty good.
Hypothetically.
Theoretically. But
Theoretically.
yeah, I have the Chiefs. They're just the better team,
I agree.
better quarterback,
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
receiving core.
Certainly.
I don't know if there's really much to say about that game. I think that the Chiefs got it.
The only thing the Chargers have going for them is coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now moving in Sunday, we have Colts and Dolphins. Who do we think's winning that one?
I got the Colts.
I got the Colts.
Are we going to all agree on these, or are we just going to actually have a little bit of?
I mean,
I think Daniel Jones is going to have a great
disagreement.
game.
I don't
You really think so? You
I
think
really
Daniel
do,
Jones is gonna have a
yeah.
great game?
I don't know. I think Daniel Jones, he's not as bad as people make him out to be.
Definitely
But
not.
he's definitely not the franchise quarterback that the Colts need. And I think it could be a close game, like a down-to-the-wire kind of game.
Yeah.
It kind of just depends on what goes on. Because I know when Miami's offense is really running,
Yeah.
it's really good. They got guys like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill, Tua, Devin A-Chain. So it's like it's a
Their
pretty good
offense is-
offense.
Yeah, their
Yeah.
offense can be solid. It's just if all the pieces are going.
They
together
just all
at the
kind of
time.
have to click and mesh, and they don't
Yeah.
do it very often. So,
But whenever they do, they
I
can
like-
be a good offense.
but I like the Colts on Sunday.
I mean, maybe a little bit of bias coming from Indiana.
no, not
people.
even
Not
not
even,
even
to be
biased.
honest.
I don't even think it's biased.
Really?
I don't go into takes with much bias. I think the Colts really have that. And if
Alright.
they don't, whatever. But moving on to Sunday, about 3 hours later, they have the Lions and the Packers playing.
What about the Packers, Elijah?
Packers?
You like the Packers?
No, I actually don't like the Packers at all. I haven't liked the Packers at all in my life. I actually don't like them a lot right now because of Micah Parsons. Yeah.
Strange.
Yeah, and the Cowboys play them week 4, I believe, so that'll be a good game.
So who do you think's winning?
Not for the Cowboys.
Lions or Packers?
I got the Lions.
Yeah, the Packers.
I
I
have
think the
the
Packers are
Lions.
going to take a surprise game.
I have the Lions, honestly.
I think Jordan Love has been kind of steadily getting
Getting
better
better.
over the years, and I think this year he'll really kind of be who people thought he was going to be.
How do you think Mike Parsons is going to fit in with the Packers?
He's hurt right now. Is he even playing?
I don't
Is
think
he
he's
hurt?
playing.
He's not playing?
I
Oh,
don't
thought he
believe
was gonna
so.
play.
I think he'll fit
I thought
pretty
he was
well.
good. I thought he was good by now.
He
I
has an
didn't know
injury
he
in his
was
back
still
right now.
Yeah, he's got like
Really?
a
But I
spinal
don't remember
injury.
what exactly, but I know he has one.
Oh wow!
Yeah, because there was a big
I
controversy
think I
that
saw
the Packers
that,
didn't
but
know.
I thought that he was. I thought he was cleared. I thought he was okay to play.
He could be if he's cleared. Regardless, I think he'll mesh really well with the Packers defense. They have a lot of guys over there that I think really the one piece that they needed was a guy like Micah Parsons to have a
Really?
pretty good defense. I feel like so.
So coming off that, how do you think the Packers are going to do overall as a season? Since you seem to believe in them a lot.
I just think they're gonna have like a surprise game. I just like betting on surprise games. I like betting on underdogs. That's probably a bad thing, but I think they at most could have like a 12 and 5 type of season.
12-5.
12 and 5, maybe if they're really. I don't know what their schedule looks like, but at most, depending on what their schedule looks like, they could be 13 and 4. But that's a big, huge stretch.
I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. Same time, just a little bit different game. Rams and Texans. What do you guys think?
Texans, yeah.
I think
Texans,
that's.
we
pretty
all
good.
agree on that one.
I don't
Yeah.
think the Rams are.
I think
Rams
C.J.
are
Stroud,
gonna have a best
junior
season.
year, C.J. Stroud, I think he's gonna be really good.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think we need to say much on that one. I think we all can
Yeah.
agree that Texans probably.
The
got that
Rams
game.
do have a decent little plan going.
I think
for
they have a
them.
decent future ahead of them, yeah.
Matt Stafford's like 37,
Yeah,
though,
he's-
38.
he's
They're gonna be
old.
once Matt Stafford retires.
I think he
they're
should
gonna be-
retire soon. I'm gonna be honest.
I feel like
He's
he's
still
getting-
got it
he-
though.
He's getting old though.
I bet he has 2
He's
more
still
years
he's
left on him.
probably still a top 10 quarterback in the league though.
What's your top 10 quarterbacks right now? Just a little bit off topic.
Yeah,
but I
let's,
just
let's
wanna-
just talk about this real
Wait,
quick.
no, maybe not top 10. Not top 15.
What's
He's
your
a
top 10
top 15.
quarterbacks then? Just
I don't know. I'd have to think about it for longer than the amount of time we have, Bryce. But
all right.
yeah, I've
Uh,
got the Texans.
Final game, Ravens and Bills at 8:20.
This
that's
one,
gonna be-
this
this
one,
is-
we can-
I'm
this is a
excited
good
for this
one.
game.
That's gonna be a really
this
fun
is my
game.
game. I'm gonna
Me,
tune in for.
I think Ravens are gonna win it.
I got
to be
Bills.
honest. I think the Ravens are gonna win.
I don't know. I think I could see either team winning. They're both really good.
I really could too, but I've always liked Lamar Jackson. So I
Me
kinda,
too.
Yeah.
I do. I always
I
pick
like
Lamar
both
Jackson
of
in
those
fantasy.
quarterbacks on Sunday.
I feel like I could see either of those teams ending up in the Super Bowl this year. So
Really?
like,
Yeah.
I don't
mean,
really know who
it's-
would win in a
That is kind of true, honestly.
season
I mean,
opener for them.
Ravens and Bills. I'm just excited. I think it's gonna be an electric game.
Yeah,
I think
definitely.
It's gonna be a big.
it's a great Sunday night game. A lot of people are gonna be
It's
wanting to
gonna
watch
be a
that
fun game. It's gonna be a good night Sunday night.
Oh yeah, I'm
Definitely.
excited. Last night, dude, I was so excited just to watch football. Like it's been a while since I watched NFL football.
It's been a while.
And I'm really excited, especially, dude, Ravens and Bills, bro. Like that's just a matchup. That's
Yeah.
always a good matchup. You love to see it.
every year. I think Lamar Jackson is gonna. Think about it too. I think Lamar Jackson was snubbed last year of MVP. I think he'll show Josh Allen this game why too.
Little
Or
bit
maybe
of-
Josh Allen will show why he deserved it.
I think Josh Allen will show why he deserved it.
We'll have to see.
You think so?
I
Really?
believe so, yeah.
You think? Okay. What are we seeing from Josh Allen? What are we gonna see from Lamar Jackson? You two have a little bit different opinions here. Let's see.
I think Lamar Jackson is going to have a better connection with his receivers than people think. He's got like Zay Flowers over there. Is Rashad Bateman still there? Am I off on that? Is he still there?
I'm not sure.
I think he is.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. He's going to have a good game. He's got an arm now. People are underestimating him again. And
I'm not underestimating Lamar Jackson. He's a fantastic quarterback.
I think
But
people-
I think
I've
Josh
seen
Allen
people-
just has this for him.
we'll have to
It's
see
okay.
it
Yeah, we'll
Sunday
just have to wait,
on
yeah.
8:20
Who's
or at 8:20.
going to be? Josh Allen's big target guy. Who do you think is going to be throwing to the most? What do you think is going to be doing? What do you think
Keon
the game
Coleman.
plan is going into it?
I think they're just going to have Josh Allen just trying to get my apologies. They're going to have Josh Allen running like short routes. They're not going to try to go deep too much.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go deep on the Ravens defense.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to go like mid slants either, though. There's
I
not
think they
like,
had to play short game, honestly.
Yeah, I think
Definitely.
I think
feel
a
like
lot
there's
of
gonna be a lot of running.
I think James Cook's going to be a really, really big point in this game. I think he's going to have a lot of receiving yards too, just because, like you said, you don't want to go deep on the Ravens. So, it's like,
Yeah.
I think he'll be a really, really key point in this game.
So on the defensive end, who do you guys think is going to, maybe make some standout plays, or anybody that you think, because I know we've kind of been all offense, as of right now. I know we spoke a little bit on defense, but who do you think, like Bills or Ravens, who do you think is going to be the big defense guy?
The Ravens. I think.
Yeah, definitely
Ravens.
the Ravens.
I
yeah.
think they're just kind of an all-around, like, really well-built team.
Any players, like notable names or anything like that?
Not necessarily.
I think they just work real well together.
You don't think so? Notable
I think-
names?
No, none that I can name off the top of my
I don't
head.
think anyone's really going to go like have an outstanding game on the defense. I just think they're all going to do what they have to do.
Yeah.
So
It might not be the most outstanding guys, but it could be some role play, maybe, some people that if they work together as a team, it works out. It doesn't have to be one standout guy.
I think we'll just see people doing their job and making their money at the Ravens and Bills on Sunday.
Yeah, I can agree on that.
But that's all the time we have. We're going to go into break. Thank you for watching, and we'll be back shortly.
Hello, everybody. Today, viewing the head strength and conditioning coach, Luke Meredith. How are you doing today, Coach?
Good. How you doing?
Pretty good. Thanks for asking. So this is your first year as the strength and conditioning coach after 6 seasons as the head basketball coach. What are you most excited to bring to the other athletes in the program?
Just to be able to have the experiences of being a head coach, knowing what it's like, being in their shoes, being a head coach of a team here at Greenfield Central High School, and then building off of what Coach Nolting already had in place, and just bringing something a little bit different, a little bit fresh, different mindset, different attitude, different music, the body weight, focusing on, trying to get more protein and doing some other things that, Coach Nolting did an excellent job. And so when you are in charge of a strength program and you're also in charge of a football program, that makes it a lot more difficult. So for now, me being no longer the head coach and now just being in charge of the strength, all of my attention, all of my focus is to all of our athletes. And so that's something that I think is going to be a huge boost for Greenfield Central and all of our sports.
Yeah. How did your motto as a basketball coach shape your approach to the strength and conditioning part?
Well, it's just how you live your life. That's what, it doesn't really have to be about basketball per se. We always talk about Jews compete standard, but, bringing that energy and effort in everything that you do, setting that standard and how you live. And, kids should know if you see me Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you're going to get the same. You're going to hear the same. We're going to do our 50 push-ups. We're going to do our minute plank. We're going to do our crunches. We're going to go 4x6. We're going to bump some music, but we're going to come in here and we're going to work our tail off. And so I tell them all the time, like, we're trying to have, competitive greatness. We're trying to build that edge. We're trying to be tougher longer. We're trying to build that toughness. But in order to build that toughness, you have to be disciplined. You have to want to do it every day. And so that's one of those things with those kids, like stacking days. Well, you can't not work hard Wednesday and then show up on Friday in class and you don't have any days to stack. So just those things of having that mindset and how you can carry over, the weights aren't going to lift themselves, but how do you carry over that mindset of toughness and coming in here and grinding and sweating, and then bring that into athletics and working hard every day, and then bringing that into what you do on the practice court or what you do in the off season to try to make you the best version of yourself.
Yeah. Are there any specific basketball movements or things that you prioritize when designing the training program? Or?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's one of the great things that I think that we do. That it's built for basketball, yes, but it's also built for swimmers. It's also built for soccer players. It's also built for football players. And so we do a core lift. So we're focusing on 3 main cores this year, and that's bench press, clean, and squat. And so those are what's going to be tested in October and December and right before spring break and at the end of the year. But then we're also incorporating combine aspects like speed, agility, quickness. So AMRAP, as many reps as you can do, bench bar or push up, pull up, dips, body weight. And so those different types of things I think that are all going to help all of our athletes. And then having Coach Nolting in there has been great because I've been able to bounce off ideas. He's been doing it for a long time. But then being able to say, all right, we're going to split. You're going to do auxiliaries, and those kids are going to focus on, glute hams or reverse hypers. And then I'm going to take these other kids and we're going to do box jumps and ladders and med ball activities. And so those are all things, once again, if I was the boys basketball coach here, I'm Coach Ware, I would want to know that all of the things that I need to do athletically to get them prepared, to build that shield of armor, to be bigger, faster, stronger, not to eliminate, but to help prevent injuries, are going to be taking place either in breakfast club or taking place during the day, and then I can just focus on ball at 340.
Can you explain what you guys do at the breakfast club? What are you guys working to do there?
Yeah, so it's meant to be for out-of-season athletes, and so every class here at Greenfield Central High School, we're on block schedule, so 4 classes a day are each 90 minutes. So we meet 90 minutes before school, 0-hour breakfast club, and so I meet with a variety of off-season programs. So for example, on Mondays right now I have boys basketball, I have softball and baseball. On Tuesdays I have girls basketball, and I have swimming. So it's really just trying to get in here, creating a culture, doing some things, hip mobility. We did stadium runs, or we're doing a lot of speed and agility things. Just trying to put in work as a group and as a team. And so once again, I'm out of season. I am a head coach. I would love to have somebody else getting on them, hearing the things that they need to do, getting their 8 to 10 hours of sleep, making sure they stay hydrated, making sure they're getting their protein and all those things from someone else that's not me as the head coach. And then they're getting the building toughness, waking up early, sweating in the morning and feeling like they've accomplished something. It's not something that we're going to do in our regular class, so I don't ask, Izzy Silcox, who's a girls basketball player, to back squat in breakfast club and then back squat in block 2. So we don't do a whole lot of weight training right now, but it'd be a lot of speed and agility things to really try to build toughness and get them bigger, faster, stronger as they get ready to prepare for their seasons.
How are you going to incorporate sport-specific conditioning with the general strength development?
Yep, and it's been great me being able to communicate with a lot of the head coaches, trying to meet with the volleyball coach, trying to meet with the new wrestling coach, trying to meet with, the baseball coach and different things about what they do. Like, for example, I just talked to Mr. Felver and I said, hey, coach, what are some things that you want to make sure that the swimmers do? And he's big on, these sets and drills. And I'm saying, well, what about this? And we're working together. Coach Gibson in here working on bands and getting agility things with their arms and also incorporating them being able to throw before we get in the workout. So it's really just accommodating to all of them. I don't claim to be the know-all be-all. I'm not in here with a giant background in exercise science, but I am here to get the kids to be at peak performance on game night. And so just being able to work with those different coaches and come up with different specialized plans for each individual kid that works for them. So once again, they're ready to go when the lights come on.
Working with different sports programs, how are you going to differentiate the training? Like, for example, swimmer and baseball, are there different lifts that you'll have the swimmers do that you won't for the baseball players?
Yeah, the cores are non-negotiable. Every single athlete in here, every kid in strength class is going to back squat, they're going to clean. We had a huge emphasis on clean this year. We're going to do it at least twice a week, and then bench press. And then that's when you can start to differentiate and say, all right, game night here, baseball players here, soccer players here, and they can work on different things with bands or agility or things that they do amongst their individual program that's better for them, like baseball players, arms, shoulders. That's something that they need to put a bigger emphasis on. Whereas swimmers, they're not going to be huge on bench press, so they're going to work on other things to build their core to be able to do the things they need to do. Once again, ultimate goal, build toughness to be at peak performance as their head coach, all of their athletes ready to go when it's game night.
How do you keep up with the current training methods, and how do you incorporate them into your own workouts?
That's something that's been a great challenge for me. You know, I attacked being a boys basketball coach for 19 years and the last 6 years at Greenfield Central, but then being able to take some things that I knew and I did as a head coach, and then being able to, you know, I went to Avon High School, I went to Mooresville High School and been picking brains of new strength coaches. So this is a whole new world for me of just trying to figure out like what works for different sports and different teams and different coaches and other head coaches, and just diving head first into this, kind of like the way I live my life, that juice, compete standard. Like, I want to be great at this. So I don't want to just be an average strength and conditioning coach. I want all of the kids to be great. I want them to believe in me. I want them to believe in the program. And so that's been a great transition for me of just it's a whole new adventure and something that I'm ready to tackle on.
What is some advice that you would give athletes to maintain consistency and motivation throughout their sports that they do?
It's the same thing I told my boys basketball players, same thing I tell my own children. Like, everybody wants to be great till it's time to do what greatness requires, right? And so everybody wants to be great. Every team wants to win, you know, when the ball's tipped off, when the kickoff happens, when they're getting ready to start their match. Like, your parents are here, the lights are on. Everybody wants to be a great at that point. But what are you willing to do beforehand in order to get to that point, right? Are you willing to wake up at 6:30? You know, the alarm clock goes off. You know, does your passion wake you up, or do you hit snooze? Like, are you willing to get your 8 to 10 hours of sleep, or are you on Snapchat till 2 a.m.? Are you willing to make sure you're hydrated 2 or 3 days before the actual event, so you're not cramping up and trying to get a mustard packet and all of a sudden trying to fix that? Are you willing to eat your 50 to 60 grams of protein and do the things that are required, that are discipline? Like, that discipline, and we talked about earlier, like, what does it take to be a great athlete? Like, that's also what it takes to be a good student, being disciplined. That's also what it takes to be a good person. Like, you know, you could choose to eat an Oreo Blizzard, or you could choose to have a muscle milk. Like, those are the different types of things, and those choices are ultimately going to dictate who you become, what type of player you are, what type of athlete you are, what type of person you are. So just really trying to utilize the same skills as a boys basketball player in my program. Like, these are the things that are required in order for you to be great in basketball, in life. Okay, now let's transition this into the weight room. These are the things that are required for you to get bigger, faster, stronger. Lifts aren't gonna, or the weights aren't gonna lift themselves. Being able to make sure that you're at peak performance for what you need to do. Trying to build that sheet of armor so that you work closely with the athletic trainers and the things that we need to do. Listening to your coach, showing up every time, being a leader. Like, those are the things that are gonna help you, you know, get a better job. Those are the things that are gonna help you when you get in college and they get hard. Those are the things that are gonna make you a better father, a better mother. So, like, all of those things, yeah, that was me as a basketball coach, but still the same deal as me as the strength coach.
What made you pursue the head strength coach? I know, like you said, you were the head coach for basketball. What made you go away from basketball and go into the strength?
Yep, I gave boys basketball program here everything that I had, and I think it was time for someone else to give it a shot. And I'm excited and humbled to have, you know, Coach Ware. I think he's going to do a great job. He's off to a great start. But for me, I love Greenfield Central. I love this town. I want my kids to graduate here. I was ready to step into a new position, but I wasn't ready to leave the school because I love this place. I love the community. I love the people. Blue collar, show up every day and work hard. And so I think my family fits here. I fit here. And so I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm glad that, you know, Mr. Manning and Mr. Walbaum and everybody that had a part of me being able to transition into this gave me this opportunity.
How are you going to handle players that are injured, like during their sports, they get injured? Do you have any specific program that they can do while they're injured?
Well, that's a great thing, being able to work. You know, we have great athletic trainers here in Brandon and Bray, but working closely with them on what they can do, what they can't do. They give them some PT, and we've been able to differentiate kids like, hey, I can't put the bar on my back because, you know, I have some type of back injury. So being able to then incorporate like goblet squats with a dumbbell, or being able to incorporate dumbbell lunges and those different types of things, are just learning and figuring out what works for them, and trying to, you know, work closely with the athletic trainers has been something that's a huge piece.
In your personal opinion, what lift do you think is best for overall strength? Like, what do you think will build the most muscle?
I'm a big body weight person. You know, I feel like if you back squat every day, 7 days a week, you're probably going to get injured over overuse. But you could do, 50 lunges every day. You could do, 50 push-ups every day. You could try to knock out as many dips, AMRAPs as you could do. So I'm a big body weight guy. So we've really tried to transition, body weight things, and then how is that also going to make you physically stronger? So one of the things that's a big focus for me is, I do 50 push-ups every day, right before I go to bed, but I've been doing them with each class. And so then I think that as a young man or a young woman, you start doing, and maybe you can only do 20 AMRAP, 20 in a row, or maybe then you build it up to Sonia, who just recently did 65 push-ups. That's the most in the school as a girl. That's impressive. Or Tristan Lane, I'm looking up here at the board, he completed 105 push-ups AMRAP. That's impressive, right? But then you start to do these at whatever level you are, whatever athleticism you are, you're a freshman or you're a varsity player or you're a college athlete, like you're going to start to do these things, and then those days are going to stack, as we talk about stacking days. So you build up to, you're now doing 50 push-ups a day, and then you can start to tell, your pecs and your biceps and your triceps, and you physically look better with your shirt off. You look cut, and then you're going to start to notice you're stronger. Then you're going to start to notice you're more athletic, and then you're going to start to play with confidence, and then you have what the kids call aura. And so when you have that aura and you play with that confidence, and then it's like game night once again, I'm at my best because I was disciplined, because I did those things required. So now when the ball tips, it's harder for me to give up because I know how much I have invested, and it's just overall like you feel better about yourself, you have more of a confidence amongst yourself. So I do a lot of body weight stuff, and then that's ultimately going to get you to, a lot of kids, I think they come in here and they're intimidated. They see, a big football player, a big basketball player, somebody that's been in here a couple of years, and they're yoked, and they're a scrawny freshman, and they might not know any better. But how do you get to that when they're, these guys are bench pressing 275 pounds, and you're barely getting the bar? But let's start with body weight. Let's build that up, and then by the time you are a junior or senior, let's get 2 plates on there and get you to get 225. So all of those things are directly connected for a kid in all versions of kids, right? Sometimes it's easier. Sometimes they have that genetic, like they're just given this, God-given. But our goal, I think, as a strength and conditioning group, and my purpose is to get them to their genetic maximum. You were given this. How do we get you to your max?
Yeah. Well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for coming out and answering some of my questions.
Thanks for having me.
Ready, Bryce?
Yep. All right, welcome back to Let's Talk Sports. Now we're going to do our next segment called Contenders and Pretenders. So we're just going to be talking about people that we think are going to do well this year or not so much. So what do you think, Carson?
I think we'll just start off with last year's champions, the Eagles. I don't think they're going to win again. I think they'll make another good push. I don't think they're going to win again, though. I think there's a couple times where they got pretty lucky last year.
Yeah.
And I just don't think all their cards are going to play exactly how they want them to. I think Saquon's going to see a slight decrease, maybe. I could be really wrong, but
Saquon, obviously, I know. Okay, last night they were all over him. They love Saquon. The ads did.
I know.
yeah, there was like 10 straight minutes of
just Saquon
actually made me
I mean,
mad.
Saquon's good.
He's great.
He's
really
amazing.
good.
He's
He's going to go
amazing
down
player.
as one of the best running backs ever.
He's an amazing player, but you don't need to be blasting him
you
every
need
day.
to
doing all
dedicate time to talking
They're
about it.
doing
almost
a
like-
lot.
Never mind. Some other people. What do you think? I'm gonna throw this out there. What do you think? I know it's new, with Micah Parsons. How do you think the Packers are gonna do?
Like the Packers alone, or how Micah
Yeah.
Parsons going to do? With
How do you
the
think Micah
Packers?
Parsons is gonna do with the Packers?
We'll let you
We'll
talk
let
about
you
this
talk.
one,
We'll let
and
you talk about
and
this.
then
I
we'll move on.
hope he doesn't do that good with the Packers. I don't know the overall defensive schemes of the Packers very well, but I hope he doesn't do that well.
Plot to trade him back.
Yes, please. Actually, no, we don't need him back. He was not good in the locker room,
Oh.
and we need to stop the run. We saw this last night.
Were you not just texting me how you were so sad that he was
Yeah, when he got
gone
traded,
and you
and
wanted
it was
in?
grief at the moment. I went through the stages of grief. All right.
This is
I
the
would-
second stage of denial right here.
Denial.
No,
We don't
this
need
is-
him.
This is
He doesn't even
acceptance.
want
This is
him.
acceptance
Yeah.
right here.
It's not acceptance.
This is denial.
But we need to stop the run. Micah Parsons was not good at that. We saw Kenny Clark last night. He had a few good plays. It was also the first game of the season. I think we'll definitely see more out of him. And the Cowboys defense overall did pretty good at stopping the run, other than Jalen Hurts. But against Saquon Barkley, all the running backs, I think it was a pretty decent job.
Yeah.
Cowboys did a very not good,
Good
job on
job.
defense
Yeah,
last
they
night.
did not.
The Eagles were running through them.
Dude, Jalen Hurts got 2 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah, that's why I said other than Jalen Hurts.
And I'm very happy with that because he's on my fantasy team.
Except A.J. Brown. A.J. Brown had a really bad game.
Yeah.
I could have added a couple more reallys on there. He had a really bad game.
Really
I heard he only gave somebody like 1.3 points on fantasy. Like he had a really bad game.
1.3.
Like
Okay,
he had a
that's just
really,
impressively
really
bad.
bad game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
you have to try to be that bad at football in a full game.
Put me out there, coach. I'll put more than 1.3.
No,
No, I
he wouldn't.
won't.
But yeah, the Cowboys defense, I don't know where you just got that idea from. but it
Yeah,
was
Well,
really
I
bad
watched
last
the
night.
game.
The,
I
the
waited for
Eagles'
the-
defense was also not good last night.
Yeah, that was
Just not a
but-
defensive showing, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, it was
What
kind
do
of
you,
more.
so off of that, with the we talked Eagles, Packers. Now moving on to your favorite team, the Cowboys. How do you think they're going to do this year?
I
what do you think the
think-
record is going to be?
the record. Well, I think we're going to be a wild card team this year. I don't have too high of hopes. I've had those beaten out of me over the last few months. I think we're going to go 10-6, hopefully, if all goes accordingly.
That's generous.
That's generous. What do you think, Arson?
What do you think?
I
I'll
think
give
that
him-
they're gonna go,
I'll give them 8 and 9.
yeah, like 8 and 9, 9 and 8, somewhere in that range.
8 and
Um,
9.
9-8 isn't too. I think 8-9's too much.
I think 8 and 9 is realistic.
They-
I think 9-8's realistic.
You're just saying that because it sounds worse, though. That's really only one
It's
game
one game
difference.
Yeah, it's a
difference, yeah.
one-game difference, and that one game can keep us from a playoff spot.
I don't think you're gonna have a playoff spot this year.
Don't remind me.
Okay.
I don't think you will.
Okay. No playoff spots?
I don't think you will. We'll go through the list here. The Cardinals. How do you guys feel about the Cardinals this year?
I don't know.
That's kind of
I
a
don't-
throw
I don't
out there,
know
a toss
single
up.
Cardinals player
I
right
don't
now.
watch
Kyler Murray? You don't know
Oh,
Kyler Murray?
I forgot
Kyler
about
Murray,
Kyler
that's about
Murray.
it.
He's
That's all
good.
they have. He's like the Trey Young of the NFL.
Trey Young of the
Yeah,
NFL.
Yeah.
that's good.
There's not a lot to say about the Cardinals. They're not going to do anything for the 80th year in a row. Or however long they've
Next
been.
100 years.
Thing Cardinals hate is just
same.
thrown out
Same
there.
with the Falcons. I used to get them mixed up as a kid. The
I
Cardinals and
used
the
to,
Falcons.
Too, yeah.
Really?
I can't name a Falcons player beyond Robinson, but other than that,
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts.
Could be something.
Fantasy pick.
Number one overall.
I do
fantasy
want to
pick.
talk about this
101.
team because I think they have the potential to be great this year. I want to talk about the Bengals.
Cleveland Browns.
The Cleveland-
The Bengals.
I'm talking
The only
Bengals,
thing
I
holding the
think they're
Bengals
great.
back is their defense.
Their defense is not good. Their offense is best offense in the league.
Definitely.
Best
Offense is
in
one of the
league.
best offenses ever. It's just
They put all their money
Joe
into that
Burrow
offense.
is amazing.
yeah, they
Jamar
put
Chase is
75% of their salary cap into Joe Burrow, Jamar
Probably
Chase, and
like
T. Higgins.
80% of their salary cap.
And
That's
Trey
insane.
Hendrickson, who's a defensive player, but like that's it. I can't name another defensive
I
player.
think the
I think
Bengals are
they're-
going to be good though. I think they're going to be
Yeah.
good.
They're going to be good, but
For what
I don't.
they
I
have. I don't
think
see
their
them going
defense.
Too far.
You don't think they're going to go too far?
I don't think their defense
I think
is going to
any
hold up in
game
the
that they
playoffs.
play, I think any game that they play is going to be a high-scoring game.
Definitely.
Any
Because it
game
has
that
to
they
be.
play.
It's
Like-
all, they're all going to be like shootouts, but I don't. Especially in the playoffs, I don't think that the Bengals defense will hold up against teams like the
Really?
Commanders or.
Really?
Yeah, I just don't think.
So how do you think the Commanders are going to do? I know I'm kind of just shuffling around here, but I think
I could see like what they do last season.
They
Ooh.
lost in the
Well, I know they were in the what is it? The AFC Championship.
AFC.
AFC Championship.
No, NFC. Yeah.
NFC Championship.
against
They
the Eagles.
lost in the NFC Championship to the Eagles, which whatever.
They went
but
on to win,
having a
so-
rookie quarterback take you there, that's
I-
really promising.
I love Jaden Daniels. I love
I
him.
really
How
like
could you
Jaden
hate Jaden
Daniels.
Daniels?
He's probably my favorite like young guy in the league.
He's awesome.
Definitely.
He's probably one of my favorite guys in the league, honestly.
Jaden Daniels is really cool. He's really good at football.
Really good guy.
Yeah, he's kind of in the NFL. He's got to be pretty good at
Yeah,
He's
football.
really good at
Gotta be at least
football.
mediocre.
I think what was their record last season though? Does anybody know?
Oh,
they were
I
like-
do not.
You want to fact
know.
check it?
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, I'm not
I
sure.
want to say that they were like 11-6.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah. I think. I don't know. I think they had a pretty good record. Like it wasn't bad at all. But while he's doing that, we can talk about some other teams. You know,
They were
How do you
12-5
think-
last
12
season.
12 and 5.
12 and 5.
I could
Okay.
see them replicating that.
Definitely.
I don't know about more than that. Best case scenario is like a 13-4 type of season.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully Jaden Daniels doesn't have a sophomore slump. Is really that's been
Yeah.
That has been pretty
We
Topic
saw it
common.
with
of
CJ
discussion.
Stroud too.
Yeah.
yeah. C.J.
that
Stroud
could
had a
happen.
very off season.
Very
for him.
bad.
Yeah.
Sophomore slump.
You know, other teams. How do you think? Since we are from Indiana, how do you think the Colts are going to do?
8 and 9.
I want them. My prediction's 8 and 9 as well.
I went 9 and 8 just because I want them to beat the Cowboys by one game.
Oh, the 9 and 8.
How'd you say that?
But I want them to be terrible. But
Why do you want them to be terrible?
So they have a good draft pick. Indiana sports teams. This goes for the Pacers included. Never have good draft picks because they're consistently average.
Because they're so mid.
Just a
Yeah, like the
mediocre-
Pacers did just go to the
They did.
finals. They're not doing that
They're not
again
gonna
next
be.
year,
They're not gonna do it again
unfortunately,
just because Tyrese Halliburton.
That's 'cause we lost
Yeah, and they lost Miles Turner. Like it's gonna be a couple years. I think they could be back like before. Like
Oh, the Pacers can definitely be back. I mean, Indiana basketball is something, dude. And
yeah,
I think
Yeah.
there's no
they have the
nowhere
potential to be
that
really good.
basketball is better than Indiana.
Yeah.
Indiana's
Yeah.
got it.
Anyways, moving on from basketball, as we were just talking about football, it's so how do we think the Colts, like, what are the pieces do they need? Like, who do you think
Quarterback.
do we need to add besides?
Quarterback, they need a solidified wide receiver one. They need maybe a couple pieces on defense. I was thinking maybe a little bit of a better D line. They already have a pretty good one, but better one doesn't hurt.
Better or anything doesn't hurt.
Yeah,
of
they have
course.
one of the best O lines in the league. Their O
Yeah.
line's really good.
Yeah.
But other than that, and
Doesn't
then
matter.
maybe a better like backup running back because Jonathan Taylor can't seem to stay in the game,
consistent.
so he can't seem to not get hurt. So
Well, off your O line, I mean, doesn't matter how good a line is at protecting a quarterback if the quarterback can't throw the ball. So,
Yeah.
but we'll see
Fair.
how
Anthony
Dale
Richardson.
Jones does.
but hey, if they didn't have an O line, Anthony Richardson probably would have thrown more than 12 interceptions last year.
More
So
than 12.
Yeah.
Jeez, man, that's
I
still
think Daniel Jones is going to have a good season.
really.
I think when he has a good team around him, he's a very good quarterback.
You think
we don't
so?
have a great team around him.
That's why I said good, not great.
That's
Well,
why I said good, not great.
I'm kind of using them in the same lenience there. That's not a good team around Daniel Jones right now.
It's
Mm.
better than
His wide receiver one
Giants.
is Michael Pittman. Yeah. And Michael Pittman Jr., don't get me wrong, he's a dog, but he's not all pro. He's not,
No
he's
Justin
nothing,
Jefferson,
he's
Jamar
nothing
Chase.
crazy. He's just,
Okay, this is gonna be a bit of a, I'd say, player-oriented,
okay.
take here. I have CMC in my fantasy league, so how do you
Come
guys
on.
think? Do you
As
think
you
he's gonna
said.
be okay?
Nope.
Gets injured
No?
by game 5.
Think he's gonna be
I
injured by
think,
game 5?
obviously, of course, I mean, it's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be amazing in the games he plays in. There's going to be so many highlights until
Yeah.
he gets hurt.
Until
He
gets hurt.
will eventually get hurt.
Do you think? I mean, he is so injury prone. I mean, I don't know.
It's so unfortunate. Like, if we could see one or two straight seasons of Christian McCaffrey fully healthy,
Yeah, he can be
Great.
outstanding.
insane, but
Yeah.
it's
he's
just
so good.
I picked him because there's no guys left. I look and I'm like,
You had the 6th pick.
I
There's
think-
definitely
there
people
I was
left.
like,
a lot of people
I think I
left.
could pick him. I was like, I think I might have to take a gamble. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Gotta take a little bit of
No.
gamble.
I don't
No
know what
gamble?
you're saying. Gamble in the
Gotta
first
be-
round is crazy.
Gotta be risky, bro. Sometimes you gotta be risky.
You don't have to be.
Yes, bro. Sometimes you gotta be
always
risky.
don't have to be.
Pick a solid
Sometimes you
player.
gotta be risky.
Um,
Sometimes you gotta
Moving
be
on, though, on our contenders or pretenders thing, I know the Steelers made a lot of offseason moves this year, too.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about those?
Mm.
I think them trading away George Pickens, I'm very thankful for. We saw George
I bet
Pickens
you
last
are.
night. He was pretty good, but he wasn't
He
great.
said, "I bet you
but
are."
he's also the second option. But I think if CeeDee Lamb is to, like, forbid he gets injured, but if he gets injured, I think we'll definitely see an amazing season out of George Pickens.
Yeah.
I think they're like really similar type of players, too, and they're
Definitely.
similar type of people, so I see why they would put them together. They just kind of, they have really similar personalities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Of
know,
course.
so yeah, I think the addition of DK Metcalf for the Steelers was kind of cool.
Mhm.
I just think DK is a really intriguing player.
We'll see. I think he's so athletic.
He's so athletic.
so
Have you guys
athletic,
seen that
it's
clip
insane.
where he jumped like?
Okay, well that's
Is it
fake. Some
AI?
of it's
Is it
fake.
fake?
Some
Oh,
of it's fake.
well,
But the
still.
real clip is still insane. They added it to they edited it to where he goes even higher, but
Oh.
it's still insane how he can jump extremely
Yeah,
high.
I mean it's crazy, and then still catch the ball like
Grab the
that.
ball like
It's
that,
so
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, of course. We're gonna move on to the next thing. So a little bit away from just team stuff. Elijah has a interesting take here. What do you think?
I think Dak Prescott was robbed of MVP in 2023. If you look at the stats,
Let's take a look.
I got them pulled up here. Dak Prescott played more games, a higher completion percentage, more passing yards, more yards gained, more touchdowns, a higher rate, and that's about it.
So how do you feel about the whole your colleagues here are just laughing at you because
How do you- at this
an
take?
awful take.
Well,
Let's see
it's
what
okay
else
to,
happened.
It's okay
though?
to be wrong.
More interceptions,
More
way less rushing attempts, way
Well, he was also-
way
he
way
was
way way
playing
way
on-
way
he was
less
playing
rushing
on
yards.
a year he got broke his ankle, 2022.
You said he played more games.
I mean, he was going off a year. That's why I didn't rush as much.
I
Still played more games.
Okay, it doesn't matter. I don't care if he came on.
More games than,
It
what's that
matters.
say,
The
600
MVP
less rushing
The
yards?
MVP is the most valuable player. If he's dealing with an injury from last season, nobody cares about that. That's the MVP.
There's
The
not
MVP
much value.
He's got to deal with it. He's got to deal with it because it doesn't matter. It does not matter because the MVP is undoubtedly the most valuable player in the league, and that was not
Also,
Dak Prescott.
Lamar Jackson wasn't even the MVP last year, so why are you comparing him to Lamar Jackson?
It's 2023.
This is
Oh, 2023. You think he was robbed in
Yes.
2023? Okay, still no.
Still no.
But
Still
add something
no.
to it, I suppose. But no, I think he definitely wasn't robbed at all. I think it's like, you know that picture where it's like, what's a polar bear doing in Arlington,
Yeah,
Texas?
like-
That's Dak Prescott in MVP talks. He doesn't deserve to be there.
He deserves to be there. I know
He
what
does
you
not
mean.
deserve to be there.
He doesn't
He is
deserve to be
not even. I don't even think he'd be. Do you think he's in top 3 that year?
No.
Exactly. Top 5?
I don't know what the actual rankings were, but in my opinion, he shouldn't have been.
Probably not. No. Well, moving on from that rather interesting take, we're just going to talk a little bit about how do you guys think Travis Hunter's going to be able to do? Do you think he's going to be able to stay a 2E player, or do you think he's going to be have to pick one?
I think eventually it'll come down to him having to pick one.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have to pick one, and if I were him, I'd pick to be a cornerback because I think he's a
Me
better
too.
cornerback than he is a wide
Definitely.
receiver.
I think he's definitely a way more talented defensive player than offensive player. He's obviously still a good wide receiver.
You
He's
can't
just,
because you can't make as a 2A player in the league or even
he
in
just wouldn't have a
college.
long career, even if he was good at both positions
He's played
at the same
so
time.
much football. He's
Yeah,
gonna play
you're
like,
playing
he's gonna have like a
90%
6-year
of the
career.
snaps.
He's gonna have like
Yeah,
a 6
if
to 8
that.
year career.
Like,
So
if even that, like it wouldn't work out at some point, and I think he would be dumb, and I think his offensive and defensive coordinators would be dumb if they let him do both,
yeah. I think that
because it would just ruin.
I think
it
that
would
what the Jaguars organization should do is tell him, hey, you either do one or we're going to trade you or release you, because I think one, you're not going to get much value out of him. You're going to have him for maybe a couple years and he's going to be good at both. But I think if he focuses on one first off, he's going to be better at
Yeah, he's gonna be
one of
great
them.
at
He's
one
going to be
of them.
amazing at
I
one
think
of them.
I think he's more so like I think he's an NFL cornerback. I don't know that he's an NFL wide receiver right now. I could see. I think after some development, he could be NFL level at both, but playing both at the same time is a whole.
There's a
different
reason
realm.
that nobody has done it.
People have done it. Just
Deion
No,
Sanders did it.
no. There's a reason that you don't do it. There's
yeah,
a reason
there's
that
a
you don't
reason
do
that
it.
it does. You don't see it.
Because there's other people that probably could have done it.
People that have done it. It's
Yeah,
just,
no, but I'm saying
they
it's
only
like,
last
no.
for like
Yeah,
2
I know
years
what I'm
doing
saying.
it.
You know, the people that like last a long time. There was definitely somebody that probably could have done both, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Oh,
That's
well, for sure. There's a lot of people who could do both,
Yeah.
but it's just
all right.
shouldn't.
Next topic, something that Carson wanted to talk about.
Ben Simmons is thinking about retirement, and Bryce doesn't care about Ben Simmons.
I don't really care.
Bryce doesn't care about Ben Simmons. I think Ben Simmons is one of the more intriguing players in NFL, NBA history. I think he could have been really, really good, and I feel like there was just too much spotlight on the couple bad
Definitely.
moves that he made. Every player makes a couple bad passes, couple bad shots, and for some reason, all the attention got brought on Ben Simmons just because of how good he was. All the light was on him, and then he made a couple bad moves on live, and all of a sudden,
It's all
confidence is
around him,
diminished,
yeah.
and he's thinking about retirement at 28. Like, that's so sad. He was supposed to be the next Magic Johnson.
I mean, like, I'm not gonna say I'm hating on the guy. Like, I don't care for him. I mean, if he retires or not, it doesn't really matter to me. I mean,
I think he could just add so much to any team. I think he'd be really valuable on a team like the Knicks that just need a little bit of like he's just like a fast-paced playmaker.
yeah. I
And
mean,
I think that's something that they need a lot. They need a little bit more passing, a little bit more like expression on the court kind of, and I think Ben Simmons can bring that.
yeah. Like, I'm not hating on Ben Simmons. I don't mind the guy. Like, I'm not nothing against him. I'm just like kind of neutral. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I'm not really. I
I
don't
see
really
what
have
you
much
mean.
of an opinion on it, if that makes sense.
I think if Ben Simmons does choose to retire, he'll go down as one of the biggest what-ifs in NBA history.
I think so. I think if
I think
he
the
lived
biggest
out
what
to
if-
what he was supposed to be, then he could have been really good.
Biggest what if, we all know who this one is in
Derrick
NBA
Rose.
history.
Derrick Rose.
Yeah.
hair grows. Everyone says that. Everybody knows that.
I love
You guys
T.
want
Rose.
to you guys want to get into some way too early sports predictions for this
Yep.
upcoming NBA season?
Sure.
So for
We
MVP,
can do NBA and NFL. We can do both if you'd like.
okay, that's fine.
If you want to do it a little bit longer,
For MVP, I could see it going either way of Shea or Jokic.
I think Jokic got it this year.
Jokic has
Jokic
this year,
needs it.
yeah.
I think he'll probably
The
get
only
it, but
reason
I
he
would just
didn't
like
get
to
it
see
was
Shea.
definitely because of voter fatigue.
I
I
think
think Shea still.
I think that
It could have been a coin toss.
it could have been. It's a toss-up, but I think that they leaned towards Shea because
I could see voter fatigue being a reason, but you also have to think
they were
the
both
man
great
he
players.
averaged 33 points a game
It was
on 53% shooting from the field
Yeah.
and
Well,
40%
It's the
shooting
most
from the three.
valuable player. If you take Jokic off that team, their offense just falls straight apart. But you take Shea off that team, their offense, it's not going to be as good, as great. But it's still going to be good.
It wouldn't be that good. They don't have another option after Shea. Same way the Nuggets don't have one after Jokic. I think MVP kind of goes further on than, I know it's a regular season award, but it goes further on than that. If he was the most valuable player should be able to lead his team to the championship that year.
yeah.
Shea did that. Shea won the MVP, took his team to the finals, won the finals in 7, and then won Finals MVP.
Yeah, I mean that makes
All while
sense.
averaging
Yeah.
like 30 points and 9 assists in the finals. Like that's legendary numbers, whether people want to believe it or not.
It definitely was
That's history
legendary
making
numbers. I
numbers.
Yeah.
wouldn't say it isn't.
I think. And you guys want to move to the NFL for
Yeah,
the MVP?
yeah, of course. I think
This is a hard one.
There's a
Yeah,
lot.
it
Of,
really
there's a
is.
lot of
There's a
options.
lot of
there's
options.
about four
There's,
four
I think,
names that
Josh
I'm kind of going
Allen.
through. Josh Allen.
Lamar.
Lamar. That's what I was thinking.
I was thinking Patrick Mahomes
Patrick
and
Mahomes.
Joe
Patrick-
Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
I think it always
Throw
depends on how
Saquon
their
Barkley
teams
in there.
do. Yeah, if you really
You
throw
could, I
Saquon
guess.
Barkley in, you can make an argument. For
Throw
that.
Ashton Genty in there.
Cut it
I'm
out,
just
bro.
kidding.
Cut it
I'm
out.
kidding. Why
Let's
is it
cut
so
the-
quiet?
Uh-huh.
But no.
No.
He
No,
said he
Ashton
wanted
Genty.
to say Jaden Daniels.
I did
not
not
yet.
say Jaden Daniels.
Not you.
Oh, him?
Not me either.
Who said Jaden Daniels?
Someone just typed it. I don't know. Anyways, I think Joe Burrow could be really good. I think obviously Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson have been there the last couple years. Patrick Mahomes is just Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Yeah, of
He
course.
has a great team around him too. He's already a good
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah, yeah.
I think if you put Josh Allen in the position of Patrick Mahomes,
Definitely.
nothing changes.
Really.
Josh Allen
Nothing changes.
and Patrick Mahomes. That's not a crazy
You know,
take. I can
I
get.
think-
now that
I
I'm
can
really-
get
I think
behind
nothing
that.
in history changes.
I can honestly get behind that.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, I don't think. I think they're pretty similar quarterbacks. I think Josh Allen's a little more rushing than gives a little bit more on the rushing end than Patrick Mahomes. And Patrick Mahomes is definitely more of a flashy passer than Josh Allen.
Like a sideways,
Yeah, the diving
Yeah.
throws, but they both get it done and they both win games.
Both amazing quarterbacks. of
And I
course.
think if Josh
Definitely.
Allen were to have the team that Patrick Mahomes has had, and the coaching and the guidance, and I think nothing in
thinking-
history would be different other than the names on rosters.
Thinking flipped, how do you think Mahomes would have done in Allen's shoes?
Not much.
You
I
don't
think
think he'd
I
be-
think they would have the same career basically.
Do you think they have the same career if they flip teams?
Yeah,
like
I
flip
think
careers?
if Patrick Mahomes were where Josh Allen is right now, they would just be the same.
Really?
I think
Think
yeah.
so?
I think Josh Allen would still have all the rings that Patrick Mahomes has, and I think Patrick Mahomes would have the MVP this year.
Yeah.
Like I just
I
think
mean, that makes sense.
I think it would work out that way.
All right, moving on to basketball again. We're just going to keep flipping through. Who do you think the defensive player of the year is? We're going to assume injury-free, because there's definitely some people that could be, injury-prone.
Yeah.
Wemby. I think Wemby has a good
Victor
case for
Wet
it.
Bananas. Yeah,
Wembenyama.
I think, I mean, jokes aside, I think he would have 1,000% won it this year if he didn't get hurt
Definitely.
with the vein
No-
thrombosis
no
or whatever.
argument there, yeah.
I think he honestly should have won it in his rookie year, but they just don't like to give it to rookies. But he had the best stats. You have the best stats, you have the best defensive rating. How can you argue against that? You know what I mean?
I think
So,
I think I can agree. I mean, I don't think there's much to be said. I don't
not
think
much to be
there's
said. I mean, he's just a
I mean, who-
7'4", averaging 3 blocks and 2 steals. It's-
Who other candidates are there?
There's like Evan Mobley and Rudy Gobert sneaks himself in every now and then.
But I don't think so.
I don't think Rudy Gobert has it this year.
No, Rudy
I
Gobert's never winning another one. He has 4.
I hope
I
not.
think about 2 of them are undeserving. But
Yeah.
I also don't think Evan Mobley should have won it this past year. I think it should have been Dyson Daniels.
think so.
3 steals a game. That's 3
Yeah,
steals a game.
is
Led
a lot.
led the league in steals. Led the league in deflections.
Yeah, that makes sense for sure. All right, so football. What defensive player you think is gonna shine out? Anybody? Any names? Who do you think, Elijah?
Don't do this to me, man.
That's how a name came to mind.
I have a
came
name in my
right-
mind.
Don't say it. Man.
I'm thinking of a guy.
Might be in a green uniform instead of
like Micah
blue
or
or
something.
white. Micah something. You want to finish? I think we know who you're talking
I
about.
don't think I want to talk about this right now, guys.
I think we're talking about Micah Parsons, guys. I think we're talking about the Green Bay Packer Micah Parsons.
Yeah, the Green
Should
Bay
have been a
Packer,
Dallas Cowboy,
former,
Micah Parsons.
Former
I
Dallas.
thought you were just saying you
Cowboy.
guys didn't need him.
Yeah, what happened to not needing him?
See, it was denial.
It was denial. Now it's
Denial.
acceptance.
No,
that
it's
they
not
need
acceptance.
It, that they
he's,
need him.
He's,
It's acceptance
he's
that they need him.
relapsing on
He's
the Micah
relapsing.
Parsons
That's why I
train.
said don't bring him up, man.
But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of guys. The NFL, obviously, way bigger
Yeah,
rosters.
So many people.
Micah Parsons is a big name. He's
Honestly,
been
I just wanted to
popular lately.
include Mike Parsons to
I just like
mess with
talking
our
about
dear
Micah
friend
Parsons
here.
too.
I think it's just amazing how Micah Parsons is just such a good player that is
He's
no
just
longer on the
such
Dallas
a good
Cowboys.
player, and he just will
I
never
blame
play for
Jared.
the Cowboys again.
That will never be in the star uniform again.
Ever.
Ever.
You guys just
again.
rubbing dirt on it right now.
He's gonna
guys.
be in a
Rubbing
Ever.
dirt
he's
on
gonna
it.
be in a uniform
And Jerry Jones
with a
still runs the
logo,
organization.
with a
Jerry
logo with
Jones is
with
a
a
G.
G on it.
And then they're
And
cheese.
it's green.
Cheese
and
on,
cheese,
cheese
yeah.
on it. We'll go back to basketball though, if you guys want to. With the rookie of the year.
I know,
I'd much
you,
prefer
Carson.
that.
You're definitely our basketball specialist here.
Yeah.
I'd say you're more a football specialist. I'd say I can go either way. Who do you think's gonna be the rookie of the year for basketball?
Cooper Flag.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Let's go on. That's pretty
Ryan Nemhard.
self-explanatory.
What are we laughing at?
Ryan
No,
Nemhard.
Cooper Flag. I mean, it's probably not the only NBA ready guy, but just the best NBA ready guy. I think there's guys like
I mean,
you'll see Con Knipple probably.
they've talked about it since high school.
Yeah, he'll
he's
just be really good. But,
yeah, of course. So yeah, he's gonna be, of course.
and Cooper Flag.
Cooper Flag will be very good. So one last thing, rookie of the year for football. Who do you think is gonna be?
I like Ashton Genty.
Yeah,
I
Ashton
agree.
Genty,
I
yeah.
agree. Do you think Travis Hunter is gonna be there too?
I don't think-
he is
I-
coming off a Heisman. Of course, he did not win the fan voting, so of course people think Ashton Genty's gonna be better. But what do you think? How do you think it's gonna go?
I just don't think he'll put up the stats that he needs to. Simple as that.
Really? You think so? You got anything else? No.
No, I agree with Carson.
All right. Well, that's all we have. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see y'all next time.